Take 3 Wrestling Podcast. It is Thursday, July the 30th, 2026. We are on the doorsteps of the hottest event of the summer. The final stop before we get to beautiful Minneapolis. Take 3 Wrestling Podcast will be previewing the Summerfest. We will also recap what happened this weekend on AEW Redemption. We'll also have a fun topic where we will discuss what the hell is this 2-day or a marathon that we want to run?
Right? Like,
because oh boy, it feels like this could be a lot of fun, but this could also hurt a lot.
yeah, like I don't need 2 nights for anything else than WrestleMania. I honestly just think that's where I'm at. Like,
This is the first that's not WrestleMania, correct?
last year was a 2-nighter. Last year was a 2-nighter in New York.
Oh yeah. They put out 2 different John Cena t-shirts, I forgot.
Yeah.
Jet colors and giant colors.
Yes.
Cool.
It didn't need to be 2 nights last year. It probably needs to be 2 nights this year.
My only thing, and we're gonna get to the preview in a little while when Joe gets here. It's hard to find matches to just, all right, bye.
Yeah.
Because you got to probably cut, 2, maybe 3 matches out of this card to get it to a real one-night card?
Yeah, I'd say.
I mean, because you got to remember, we're going to get 37 hours of publicity and video packages and commercials and watch Unreal on Netflix season 3.
Yeah, the commercials are just such a killer. I think that's what bothers me the most about it being 2 nights is because of that level of commercials that we're going to get. Like, and again, I am somebody that despises the ring canvas ads, the turnbuckle pad ads, the turnbuckle post ads,
American Home Shield
around the goddamn ring apron,
so bad.
Around the arena, announce table, fucking Slim Jim wooden tables, 5-hour energy ladder,
the fireball ladder,
fucking ding dongs, ring bell,
the ho elimination chamber,
right? Like, but if it can cut down a 4-hour show to, or a 5-hour show, 6-hour show in 2 nights to a 1-night 4-hour show, give me a fucking this match brought to you by Slim Jim in the top left corner of the screen,
kind of like our advertisement for the show, our show logos.
Right. Like something like this, like with StreamYard, just
throw it up in the corner.
Just throw it in the corner. It's there the whole time. Like, why is that difficult?
Is difficult the right word, or is it?
Well, no, it's just that they're collecting money on the ad.
They've shilled themselves out to where, and I don't even know if it's them at this point. Is it them? Is it TKO? Is it ESPN?
One in the same, I feel like, pretty much at this point.
I mean, at this point, you have to tell yourself from an ESPN perspective, if they're losing as much money as everybody on media wants to tell you that they're losing with this deal, they're trying to sell every advertisement to get their money back that they can.
Yeah.
especially in the first hour that's on ESPN proper.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I've never seen a wrestling match get sponsored by Coke Zero, the NASCAR Coca-Cola 400, and Terminex all at the same time. But they're going to find a way to sell 3 sponsors to one match that's
Right.
on ESPN proper because they're trying to make some of the money back.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we've talked about this at length on this show, so I don't want to dive into it too heavy, but we've also been the guys that for a long time have said it's the professional wrestling business.
Right.
2 nights doesn't make sense because from the way that we're talking ticket sales right now, Minneapolis is going to look worse than Vegas did last year.
Mm-hmm.
But would it really look that much better for one night of the show? Because if you're doing a one night show, those $200 tickets now may become $400.
Well, you're not wrong.
So, I mean, at this point, and I hate to be, I will strike when I think something is wrong. I don't care who the driving force behind it. AEW, WWE, New Japan, don't care.
Sure.
I'm the one that's just like, get off my lawn. But this is the one where it's like WrestleMania, Summerfest. If those are the 2 that are 2 nights, and you tell me you're able to do $150, $200 tickets to one night of the show to potentially get families out for one of the nights,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that upset. Now, if you're telling me that you're going to go look right now in the best seat, and obviously I didn't look when they went on sale because I had no interest in going to Minneapolis right now, due to other things that were going on in my life.
Right.
So I don't know what the face value of the tickets were.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were when the show went on sale.
Because at this point, if you're telling me I get a family of 4 in the door for $600 and I live in the greater Twin Cities area, okay. Because if I was taking a family of 4 to a one night show, I'd probably be playing 2,400.
But here's the thing, man. I just pulled up tickets, section 327.
Okay, just to get in the door.
Just to get in the door, section 327, which is, as high as you can get.
I might get a nosebleed before I get there.
Standard admission is still $62.85 for
all the way up.
All the way up. They have seats in the all the way up sections, $76.10 per ticket. And these are not resale, folks. These are blue dot tickets in the upper uppers. $76.10. You want to move down into the 200 level? That's still in the $78 range, $89. So it's in the it's in like the $80 to $90 range. So I mean, you're sitting a section lower for $10 more. You might as well do that.
So because I just looked right now. I'm on Ticketmaster
this is
as
for
well.
Saturday, by the way.
So I just looked at ticket.
Go ahead.
The combo pack, both nights in section 226. So you're off to the the ring would be a little bit to your left.
Okay.
178.55 for both nights. It's an average of 89.27 a ticket.
Okay, that's not bad. Let's see. There's floor seats for 150.
Is that a resale or is that standard?
Standard.
Because everything
section B8 me plus 3 offers, so you gotta buy 4 tickets.
Jesus.
100. There's a me plus 3. How does that work?
You want to go to Minnesota?
4 tickets for the price of 3 must be purchased in multiples of 4. Okay, so let's see here. Add
Section 122, row 30, 129 a seat.
let's see. Add to 3. Let's see what this does. So for 4 tickets, now this is before fees or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It would be $595.20 divided by 4. So it's $150 to sit on the floor. For Saturday.
Section A10, which is the ring would be to your left, row 9, $275 a ticket.
Okay, they still have second row seats. With you're looking at hard cam, so you're sitting in the row behind green shirt guy.
Oh, okay.
$3,300.
I'm in.
They have some along the entrance ramp. You're looking in the $400 range. So if you don't do the me plus 3 thing, that $400, 406, goes to $538. So if you're not, if you're just if you and I decide today, Mike, that we are going to go, instead of we're looking almost an extra 50 or more dollars per ticket. Like, we're 2 days from the show. Like, what are we doing here? It looks like there's less tickets sold for Sunday, by the way. Individual pricing looks to be about the same, but there are less, and I think that's maybe even more surprising than the ticket prices. Is where did you mute yourself? Okay. I think what is most surprising to me in all of this is that the ticket the tickets moved for Sunday appeared to be less. This is the night. This is the go home night. This is the big close it out night. This is Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. Now, granted, we only had that confirmed this week, but if Roman Reigns is on a pay-per-view as a world champion, he's closing the show.
Death taxes and Obafemi and Hell in the Cell.
Like,
that's why Saturday's selling more.
Yeah, I mean, is Punk Cody moving more tickets than Roman Seth at this point? Like, I mean, I don't mean to be this guy, but we've seen Roman Seth already.
I was gonna say we like. I get we've been booking this as the Michael Jordan Last Dance for the two of them together.
Story.
And like I said, I know we've booked is this the Michael Jordan Last Dance,
right,
for Roman versus Seth, but like sometimes rinse, lather, repeat turns into I've seen this. I'd rather go to Saturday where I may get the Brock Lesnar retirement.
Yeah.
I might get the title change of Cody and Punk,
Cody heel turn, or
things like that. Instead, your draw for Sunday right now. In all honesty, if you're a WWE fan right now, your name says it right. I need human monies.
Right.
Your draw tonight too right now is Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio.
And it's for a company that for a company and a parent company that love money. It's stunning to me that nobody has figured out in the year 2026 that you're probably going to move more tickets, aka make more money on the event, not on the ticket price, but on the event by lowering the ticket price.
Correct.
And this isn't just a WWE problem, by the way. This is a concert problem. This is a movie problem. This is a
world problem.
Like, I'm actually happy that Huddle Up Podcast is going to be a Wednesday night venture this year because my local movie theater runs $8 movies on Tuesdays. So if I want to go see a movie, I know I'm going on Tuesdays versus another night, unless it's a special event and I have to go a different night.
Well, I mean, I will say the thing that's gotten me through summer is the $1.85 tickets that we've had Tuesday through Thursday morning to go see a different movie every week. I've taken Dakota to every one of them but 2.
Yeah, like, and here's the thing, like with the WWE and just a lot of this stuff in general. If you get people in the door, they're going to spend money. They're going to spend money.
Yep.
I have Hershey Park season passes this year. They give out bring a friend tickets at the start of the year. They gave out to my wife and I, each of us, they gave us a bring a friend ticket in the month of July. We cashed it in. We were at the park last Sunday with my mom and stepdad.
Yep.
While we were there, I got an email. Here's your bring a friend ticket.
I thought I just redeemed this. Yeah.
So like I started asking buddies of mine. They gave us more.
Because you brought someone?
Well, no, just because their thought is we'll just hand them out. If you bring people in, okay, so they don't get the $78 in admission or whatever it costs. But guess what? My mom and stepdad bought lunch. They played arcade games and they got dinner on the way out. Like they made more on them by getting them in for free.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's going to happen. You get people in these events, they're going to buy merch, they're going to buy food, they're going to buy other things. They're going to make it an event.
I'd buy a pizza if I was there.
Yeah, like if they don't,
I would 100%. I would find the pizza stand in the arena, and I would buy a pizza because I always did. Mike can attest.
Yep.
If we went to a show, Joe was having a pizza.
Unless
there was only time where this was not okay. If the only pizza option was Little Caesars, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't do that to myself. I have some level of standards.
Right.
Like I'll eat gas station pizza, but like Little Caesars is like, I mean I could just chew on some cardboard.
You say that I slammed a $7 hot and ready on fucking Friday. So I mean, trust me, I'm not too proud,
dude. I would, if they had a Little Caesars, I'm not getting the pizza, but if they have the Crazy Bread, I'm snatching up from Crazy Breads.
Oh, for sure.
But I was a Pizza Hut kid.
Oh, I love Pizza Hut.
Jackson had the mini ones from Target.
Nice. But here's the thing too, like if I get in the door at SummerSlam, because Minnesota is not that long of a drive. Now,
nope.
I'm not. I don't have the space or the capacity to drive to Minnesota this weekend.
Wait, how long of a drive is it from Pennsylvania?
It's
8 hours.
Are you serious?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
No, so it's about 11 to South Bend, Indiana. So it's probably about, I don't know, 15. I'll look it up here in a second, but my guess is going to be somewhere in like the 16-ish. So it's going to be about the same distance as it takes me to get to Orlando. So like, you know, had I really had the prices been affordable, I could have probably thought about it. But like, and here's the thing, you get me in the door at $50, $70.
16 hours and 8 minutes from insert location in Pennsylvania to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Yeah. That's doable. 2 people, that's a doable drive. Like, so
2 people, but like you both drive.
Yeah.
Or even if you split it into 4s, if you get 3 or 4 people to go.
4 people.
Like if I flew up there, you take a swing, I take a swing. Smokey, if he went, takes one.
Yeah.
Joe could be the passenger princess.
Yeah, there you go. But like, so you get me in the door, I'm buying merch. Like, because WWE is not making money on the pizza, but I'm buying merch. I'm not buying SummerSlam merch on the WWE shop if I'm not at the show.
No, but the one thing that they're doing for the people that aren't at the show is the launch of Club WWE in the morning.
They are. Yeah.
Because that goes, and that's $100 for the year.
Well,
you got to pay for it in full. And what is the draw? The Cody Rhodes football jacket. That is a club exclusive.
My understanding is, so for $100 a year, you get one weekend in Jamaica at Club WWE where Kofi Kingston is running the restaurant. Is that correct?
He's dead. He's dead.
Kofi Kingston.
Well, the WWE is dead.
Intrigue.
Did you not watch the
Oh yeah, no, I sent it to you guys. That was
Dude,
he was the one that said
that was really good. If you have not watched the the Daybreak, I think is what they're calling themselves. Which I love.
I appreciated the Big E nod.
Man, just
the fallen comrade.
The broken unicorn, still in the stable. Like, yeah, that was extremely well done. Very excited to see what they do.
If you sign up for Club WWE tomorrow, you get a founders members kit, you get reward points for early access, you get some unseen and uncut content, you get a members only lounge, priority ticket access, and a chance to meet your favorite superstars at upcoming events. And then the two big selling points right now that I've seen floating around on all the social media is the Cody Rhodes jacket, and you get first dibs at the Never Seen 17.
So they're actually going to make that merchandise available for sale.
They made the merchandise.
No,
because okay, so here's the deal, and I know neither of you have watched Unrivaled, and I watched the interview that he did with Chris Van Vliet shortly after he retired.
Okay.
He said in the interview with CVV that he sent Triple H the list of cities that he wanted to go to.
Okay.
I guess Triple H may have sent him a list of, hey, this is what we have lined up for the bulk of your retirement tour, these cities. It takes 4.5 months to print the shirts. So every city that John checked, they made the shirts. And then they sat down and they said, less is more.
Okay.
So now there are 17 cities that he didn't get to go to.
Wow. Okay.
They're releasing the 17 shirts.
Okay.
It was all right in front of us from the very fucking beginning, and we never thought about it.
That's crazy.
I said it to Craig Sunday when I was talking to him, because he called me while I was watching Redemption, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, they're releasing 17 new Cena shirts next week. He goes, what? I go, yeah, there were 17 cities, I guess, that they produced the t-shirts for that nobody has ever seen. Well, tomorrow they'll be released, and first dibs goes to the people that are in Minneapolis at the WWE shop and Club WWE members.
But who really wants like a $40 John Cena Chattanooga, Tennessee shirt?
Me. If the logo's cool, me, 100%. I bought a Tampa Bay one. I don't like the Buccaneers. It's creamsicle orange.
What city would you want? Like, what name a city that you would for sure?
I would, depending on if he did it the smart way, I'd buy a Phoenix one if they used that sand alternate jersey that they did. That sand, you know which one I'm talking about, the Unrivaled one. If they did that, if he did that as the color combo, that one in a heartbeat. If not, and he did Phoenix Suns colors, 100% I'm in. Hartford Whalers.
Hartford Whalers would be great. If he did Philly, especially if they do like Phillies colors.
Phillies are the Sixers, as long as they stay away from Kelly Green.
Phillies or Sixers, yeah. If they stay away from, here's the thing: if the design's cool enough, I could pass on. I would think about a Kelly Green. The midnight green can go fuck itself.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, black and orange like a Flyers. I don't like the Flyers, but a black and orange is a great color combo. But yeah, like a Phillies or a Sixers.
Here you go. Here's a wild one. Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And it's just two small apples and John Cena like t-shirts on them.
I mean, if you did the purple and yellow for the Vikings, or even if you did the red and the blue with the Twin Cities.
I mean, obviously it would never happen. But if he did a Hershey shirt.
Oh, shut up and take.
And he's just covered in chocolate.
Is it like a
head
brown
to toe?
Here, hold on. Here's a better one. Give me a Miami Vice John Cena shirt because he didn't come down here.
Yeah, that's
I don't
Tampa
know.
was
I'm a
the
little
closest.
stuck on the John Cena candy bar.
I bet you are. Mouth's in your hand, not your mouth.
But yeah,
It comes with almonds because nuts.
nuts, man.
I mean, there are some cities that I'd be like, no, I'm good. Like I wouldn't buy that shirt.
Name that city.
I passed on about 14 of the ones that they actually produced.
Yeah.
Which one do you think was the worst?
Ooh.
Worst or the most basic? Because I think those are two separate answers.
I'm okay with you answering both those questions.
The most basic was Indianapolis.
Indy was very
It
basic.
was very bland. It was very basic. It was very just, it's there. Now I got to go back and refresh my memory on some of these because some of them were really good. Like I loved the San Antonio one because I love the retro Spurs logo.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember all of them that there were.
So, like, if this were the 90s,
I was bummed by the San Diego one. Like they just went white.
Yeah, with the
shirt.
old school
Like,
with the Padre logo.
So many options with the Padres. You could have done yellow. You could have done a cream colored. You actually could have done a brown shirt. They just went with white, and I thought.
So follow me here. Follow me here.
Okay.
If this was the 90s, right, and these T-shirts were equated to the stars of the 90s, like which shirt is the Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Of the ones that he did, or the potential ones that are coming out?
The ones that he did.
Oh, I mean, I know it's hard to argue with like the last one, the DC one, because it was the last.
Okay, so they did do a Phoenix one, and I'm just an idiot.
Is that Charles Barkley?
It was Suns. It was the Phoenix Suns.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I guess I'm gonna take the shitty way out here. There's two that I think I absolutely I'm a hard out on. The first one, we'll go to beautiful Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Ugh.
I'm just not a fan of like the circular logo. That one.
There's not even any covered up women on it.
Like I said, I think the Indianapolis one is very basic. And I understand that I'm not a big college basketball guy. But the Lexington, Kentucky,
is that the gray one
where they did like the Rupp Arena?
Oh, yeah,
with like the state. Like that's just not for me. I'm not a college basketball guy. I get it. Like even the Knoxville one with the Tennessee with the checker in the background, like the end zone.
See that one I was okay with.
I'm okay with that one because I like college football, but it's like whatever.
Actually, you know which one was my go-to that I wanted to finally jump on, but didn't.
St. Louis
was St. Louis was great, but Tampa, because it was the creamsicle.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I bought that one. I bought that one when I was in DC.
The Vegas one, the WrestleMania one was really cool.
My second favorite one besides the Vegas that I didn't buy, Toronto.
Toronto was great.
Give me that old school Blue Jay logo.
Yeah, the
hell yeah,
Blue Jays one.
To be fair, I didn't like the New York ones for Summerfest last year.
No,
it was not
Were those
good.
like Jets and Giants?
Yeah, not good.
I feel like I vaguely remember the Jets one. Well, nothing Jets is good.
I mean, there's the Jets one.
Yeah, it was.
Just does nothing for me.
Jets ruin those things.
And the Los Angeles one doing a white shirt again. The white, like doing the white shirts. I'm just not a big white shirt guy.
Montreal was good.
Montreal was good.
Boston was really good, paying homage to the banner.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner?
Yeah,
The Celtics, Bruce Banner. Chicago felt very basic too.
Yeah.
It just felt like some of these were just basic with what their designs were, because you had such good ones like San Antonio, Toronto, Tampa, even the England one with where he's wearing the Union Jack hat, like where he looks like he's the fucking
The London one.
I like that one.
Like
that
that's what
was
I'm
one
saying.
of my favorites that you've shown me so far.
Some of them are really good, and then it's like, here's Riyadh, here's New York,
right?
Here's the New York where they did where he was like the Yankees,
right?
Like, I'm good, I guess, because like even like Indy got a second one. They got the Pacers one. Like, what the fuck are we doing 2 fucking Indianapolis fucking t-shirts for? So yeah, I will be excited to see what they look like tomorrow whenever somebody posts the 17 different ones. If there is a Miami Vice,
I'll say theoretically speaking, I may have you make a purchase for me.
I'll look.
Wait, did you join? Are you a club WWE?
I have not yet, but I'm contemplating it.
Are you a clubber?
I'm contemplating it. We'll see.
If you club.
If whatever they post is something that like I have to join it to buy it, I'll send you a text. If not, then we'll go from there.
You know, the original name for it was Club We, but it turned out R. Kelly already had that one copyrighted.
There it is.
There it is. There we go. Views and comments made by Joe do not reflect Mike or Jim or the Take 3 Wrestling Podcast.
No, okay, wait. So, real talk. This is something I learned recently, and this is important information. It will absolve you of your white guilt. Did you know that all of the money that is made by streaming R. Kelly music goes towards his victims?
Really?
So you can go ahead and listen to Ignition Remix as many times as you want.
There you go. Okay, I didn't know that. That is actually a thing. Or a good outcome of
the more you know.
You know what I mean.
All right, let's get to I know Joe didn't watch Revolution or Redemption or whatever.
Redemption.
Okay. Bro, I haven't watched any AEW, but I do want to watch All In. When is that?
Labor Day weekend, I think, or
I don't know.
Isn't it the last week in August?
Let's see. It is.
They made the comment that it was 31 days.
30th. Yeah, Sunday, August 30th.
They made a comment it was 31 days away tonight on Collision.
Like, I have no idea of knowing if I'll be off from work. I'd like to be off from work, but if I'm not off from work, I still want to watch it.
Yeah, because it'll be an afternoon show, obviously.
Oh, no way. That's right, because it's in London.
They're in London, mate.
The worst pies in London.
All right, so
Sweeney Todd.
Some stuff happened that I liked.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things happened that I didn't like 85% of the show. And then there was Legend Stoop.
I heard it was a nothing burger of a show.
Buddy, nothing burger, that might actually be disrespectful to a nothing burger.
It might be.
Womp. There it is.
I will say, I was talking to Jim before we went live. Cage Match has the show rated at 7.15 right now.
You disagree?
Which is the equivalent to a 3.5 in WWE terms.
Okay. Yeah.
There will be people that'll give it a 9 or a 10 just because it's AEW on Cage Match. I don't get frustrated by their ratings anymore. But to look at their ratings and see
fucking marks.
You fucking marks. That show had 2 good matches, maybe 3. And then the rest of it was just like, hey, on this episode of AEW Dynamite.
Yeah.
AEW Dynamite Beach Break 2, Electric Boogaloo would have been a lot better than Redemption. I mean, you give us a nothing burger of a main event where you know there's a 0% chance that Kevin Knight's winning. Cool, don't care. They could go out there and have a 96-star match at the Tokyo Dome.
Right, it wasn't a bad match.
And then you had a 35-minute angle after the fucking match was over for Ospreay to fucking finally turn on the goddamn Death Riders.
Yeah.
It was giving B-Town ROH show on a weekend.
This is the Friday night
world
show in
title
Richmond.
match. Yeah, this is the Richmond show when
This
New
is the
York is on Saturday. This is the Friday Richmond show.
The Friday night in Manassas, Virginia, where you get a non-title match between James Gibson and fucking Ace Steel as your co-main event.
Yeah.
And this is the end of July in the year 2026.
July.
The third longest match on the card.
July-in, man.
Was Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Jericho.
Hey.
July-in.
Excuse me.
The
pain maker. Chris Jericho. It was painful.
For all of us.
He made pain. He made pain on Saturday, on Sunday.
For us to watch, for them to wrestle, for the guys afterwards to clean up, for anyone to follow.
Like,
now I haven't seen this gimmick. So like he hits people,
you watch in New Japan.
He breaks out like a roll of Mentos and then gives like the thumbs up at the
that would have actually been better.
That would have been better than the pain. Yeah, redoing the pain maker, which again, the guy that has gone on podcast after podcast and professed that he doesn't repeat gimmicks because he wants to stay fresh, brings back the pain maker from like his first post WWE thing that he did in Japan.
Yeah, not great, Bob.
Like, remember the night Tommaso Ciampa debuted in AEW?
And then 2 nights later, he won the TNT title from Mark Briscoe.
And people started talking like world title immediately. And then, and not that he can't get back there, by the way, but like he
can't get back there. He lost a match to the Painmaker by having a drill bit screwed into his fucking head.
Oh my God. It just.
Yes, Joe. That was the finish.
I don't understand.
And
he took a drill with a really long drill bit and stuck it right in the middle of Tommaso Ciampa's head and hit the button.
Ow.
He didn't actually put it in his head. And the referee stopped
he just teased him with the tip.
And the referee stopped the match when he hit the drill.
Oh, it's like his wife showed up.
Yeah, how do you stop a match that's a no disqualification match? Where they went through glass, they went through barbed wire.
So everybody was big mad. Remember, like
Hell in a Cell ended in a DQ
right?
once.
Which again, fine.
No contest, sir.
You can be mad at it, no contest. But like, bring that same energy when this match ends and when the referee stops the match and Chris Jericho is awarded the winner.
So bad.
It's the same thing. Bad. Just
so that match was the drizzling shits. You already knew who was going to win the main event. You changed both of your singles women's titles. One because you think she got a good reaction because she got carried to a good match by Mercedes Moné in the Owen Cup final.
Correct.
The other one has been your biggest draw in the women's division for the last 7 months, and you take the title offer to put it on Willow, who I love to death. I love Willow to death.
Love Willow.
But you put it on Willow because of the storyline with her and Mercedes. I'm going to give you the
Mercedes is winning it in London.
I would assume so.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if she didn't.
It's giving transitional champion.
But I'm going to give you the same energy that I gave you guys before Beach Break. There is no way, shape, and form that Tekla should not be the women's champion walking into All In. And the fact that she's now going to be in a different match, if she's even in a match, same way as MJF, is kind of fucking stupid.
I agree, but I also think that Willow versus Mercedes, because of their history, is the better draw for that show, if that makes sense.
We spent the first 40 minutes of this show talking about it isn't about the draw anymore. It's about, can we get people in the building because ticket prices are relatively inexpensive. I mean, We talked about that. I mean, at this point, your draw for that show was determined after Beach Break. Whenever you told me it was going to be Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay.
I mean, your draw for that show should be it's your one time a year you come to London.
Correct.
But like AEW, because like, and here's the thing. We can bash WWE for the ticket selling issue all we want. That's fine. It's fair. It's a valid. WWE is being validly criticized right now. However, lost in the sauce of this is 3 years ago, the first time that AEW went all in London, they sold like somewhere between 78 and 82,000 tickets, depending what Meltzer feels like telling you that day. This year, they're going to get somewhere in the area of probably 40. So you're basically at a half house.
And they sold that 82,000 tickets just based on announcing the show.
Correct.
That wasn't based on who was booked.
Right. So you are now at half capacity of what you were 3 years ago. So and again,
they need a Blue Chew.
I'm not faulting the
boner power.
I'm not faulting the economic issues and everything else that's causing those problems. It's a worldwide problem.
I personally don't fuck with Blue Chew Gold, but if you do, you should use promo code Take3 for 5% off your first
for $0 off. They're gonna see all these promo codes that say Take3, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Who are these people?
But coming out of bully our way into a promotion,
sure,
it's fine.
People to use it.
Coming out of Redemption, you now have
a great choice of phrase after a Blue Chew ad.
Correct. You have what, 4 matches confirmed? You have Legend Stoop versus the Bucks of Youth.
Yes.
Will versus Kenny.
Yes.
Willow versus Mercedes. They announced the men's casino gauntlet match last night on Dynamite.
Yes, it's Andrade versus blank.
8 other people?
The winner gets to face Andrade later on the show, right?
Yeah, men's casino gauntlet for the future AEW World Title. So yeah, the winner of the gauntlet will meet Andrade.
Okay. Yeah, like you're 31 days away and you're gonna fast track, because don't forget next Wednesday is Grand Slam Arena Mexico.
Oh, no way.
Yep, next Wednesday night, which has known foot pervert Speedbags Mike Bailey's taking on Kyle Fletcher for the Continental or International or whatever the fuck title he has.
Right.
John Moxley's going to defend his Continental because they're doing a midway through the year Continental Challenge or something tournament to determine who's going to fight him at fucking All In.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what the fuck are we doing? We sat here on the show 3 weeks ago and we're like, how the fuck is WWE going to book 2 nights of fucking Summerfest? They got 3 matches fucking announced.
The hubris of both of these companies in regards to these pay-per-views is astounding.
One of them is where the best wrestles. The other one is where we just shit on it no matter what. I think at this point we might as well just rename All In. AEW presents Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Kurt WrestleMania 2026 All In.
Right.
Because it's just going to be 12 of the best matches with no storyline, no build, no nothing. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it. Tonight, Collision, your secondary show that gets preempted by something that's going to happen on that network on Saturday. And that's where you fucking debut the Motor City Machine Guns.
Did they wrestle?
No, they came out and they just opened the show. You want to know why? Because they were in fucking Detroit.
Did they point at their palms?
I mean,
So hold on. You're debuting the Guns tonight. And in 31 days, you know who's going to forget about the Motor City Machine Guns? Everybody in AEW. You want to know why? Because it's a new day. Yes, it is.
It's a daybreak. Yes,
what
it is.
What the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Oh, and then by the way, FTR is going to come back. So now they're going to be like the 7th most important tag team in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But WWE doesn't know how to book tag team wrestling. So fuck it. You need to get the hell out of there.
Right.
Go back to fucking TNA. You'd be in the fucking world title picture, both of you. I'm gonna have a fucking brain aneurysm before this show's over. I swear to fucking God, I am. It fucking hurts in my brain. Before we get to the Summerfest,
yes,
the other thing that we were going to talk about was one day or the marathon. What do you prefer, and why do you prefer it that way?
Like one long show or two nights of shorter shows.
Because we've experienced both in the last month. We're going to. Me and Jim watched the last 5 days of Redemption. I watched all of Redemption. He watched the last 5 days of it with me.
I watched 2/3 of it, and it felt like I watched all of it twice.
God, so bad. And then we're gonna watch a 2-night Summerfest where there's 6 matches on each night, which means it'll probably be.
I'm probably gonna listen to some of it on WWE Radio on Sirius XM channel 156 on the way home from Hershey Park on Saturday.
To be fair with you, if you do, please let us know how it is. I won't be able to listen to it. I'll be at work.
I'm very curious.
Because I do want to see how good Vic and Booker can do doing it.
I agree with Tim that I think Vic's going to be great. The concern is Booker.
Booker's there. You know what Booker's there to be? The comedy.
He is. So I think the break should be okay.
He's there to be the break in the collar and elbow tie-up, side headlock takeover, Russian leg sweep.
And I think Vic Joseph is going to be the right guy to call a radio wrestling show.
And I think you're right. And I think the two of them have such good rapport from their work together in NXT that I think they will be okay. They know each other's quirks. They know each other's cadences. They've become a very good team together.
Yeah, and as long as they're not overproduced, I think it'll be fun.
And I think that's more what I'm worried about. That's is like, you got to let Book be Book. I mean, he may not know that Pentagon calls his version of the Canadian Destroyer the Mexican Destroyer, but if Booker hits him, he hit him with the flippy doodah pile driver.
Right.
Fucking Booker being Booker.
Right, like that's okay. That's okay. Like,
and then you have Vic correct him, and you go the Mexican Destroyer, and Chad Gable kicks out at 2 to keep his hopes alive of winning the Intercontinental title, and then you get back into it. You got to let Book be Book. You can't just be like, I need you to focus more on calling the fact that Chad Gable has him in a rear naked choke.
Right.
That ain't Book. Booker T ain't gonna be the one that goes, Femi hitting him with the drop kick and hitting him with this and that. That's never been Booker. It's never has been. So what are we doing? So I mean, I'm excited for it, but back to the question at hand. Joe can attest to this. We've sat through the marathon shows. We were WrestleMania 27 through WrestleMania 40. We've had 1 nights. We've had 2 nights. We've had 12-hour shows. We've had 2 3-hour shows. I guess, like, what's the happy medium? Like, is WrestleMania and SummerSlam the two where you're like, okay, it's 2 nights, let's do it? Like, if All In became 2 nights next year in insert random city here, and it's the only show that AEW did, are we okay with that? If we're doing 2 nights, are we saying, hey guys, you're doing 16 shows a year, let's cut that back to like 12? You know, maybe we don't need to have a pay-per-view in February and March.
Right.
Maybe we don't need to have 2 pay-per-views, one at the end of July and one the second week of August. You know, maybe let's and I get it. Why make dollars when you can make sense? That you're selling this to ESPN and at the time before that Peacock, and you know we're selling it to HBO Plus and HBO Max and all that, but like where's the line where we're like, okay, but this is too much. I'll let you guys give your thoughts before I kick back in.
Go ahead, Joe.
What was the question?
Are you a two nightsman or a one nightsman?
Depends on how cute he is. So I guess this comes, and this might have been part of your answer. I don't know. I might not have been paying attention.
They don't call you the best color guy in the business for nothing.
That's 100% the truth. Having experienced WrestleMania in person both ways, I'm a fan of the two night. I'm a fan of get me in and out of this building in like 3 hours. Don't make me sit here for 8.
You're gonna fall asleep whether it's a 3-hour show or an 8-hour show. So I don't know necessarily.
Yeah, but like it's less time for me to be sleeping in that uncomfortable chair. No, like I appreciate this idea where these shows it's almost like they're not as like big events in a way, which is like unfortunate to say, but like oh they are events, but like it's in the way that like a football game is an event, you know? Like you can watch your favorite team play football on a Sunday and it's just 3 hours in the middle of your day and then you go on with your life.
Right.
You know, and like they've kind of turned wrestling events into that. At least a lot of times it feels like WWE in particular. AEW, you know, you're strapping in for an 8-hour show. So, like, you know, like if you're ordering the AEW pay per view, that's your activity for the Sunday night, you know, like is watching the AEW pay per view. They got that old school like that. WWE, I feel like it's very much like, okay, I'm going to watch this show and then I'm going to have time to do something else. Cause, like, at the latest, what's it going to be? 10:30? You know, like on a Saturday night, like I can go out at that time. Like not me personally, I'm tired. But like there are people capable of going out and starting the night at 10:30, you know, and like that wasn't a thing in the past. The idea of a pay-per-view on a Saturday wasn't a thing in forever. Like honestly, could you imagine in like 1998 if they had been like, by the way, pay-per-views Saturdays now? Like what?
Right.
I think they should go back to doing Saturday pay-per-views, especially once like the school year starts.
I love the Saturday ones. Yeah.
I think WWE is generally a Saturday night company now. AEW
Main event.
doing Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've sat through long shows. We've done it. We sat through WrestleMania 40, which we weren't not in and out of that building in 3.5 hours. Let's be very transparent about that. We froze our nuts off for approximately 6 hours each day.
We did.
That
I went
doesn't,
inside.
but that doesn't. I'm saying that doesn't even include the sitting in the parking lot, pre-show, post-show. That's just when we were probably in Lincoln Financial Field. But the reality of the situation was this: your vibes, your entertainment level, your adrenaline was pumping harder for those 2 nights than it is for a WWE Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point now where it's the show. If it's WrestleMania, give it to me over 2 nights, because at the end of the day, what do I need? I need to see more of the roster. This is supposed to be the Super Bowl. That's like going out and playing your entire season 11 on 11, and you go into the Super Bowl and you go, we're playing 6 on 6. No offensive linemen. Your tight end is snapping the quarterback the football, and we're just gonna run go routes until somebody passes out.
Mm-hmm.
That's not football. That's not how we got here. Not fighting for the women's Intercontinental title on WrestleMania. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch on a one-night show gets 3.5 minutes because Phil and Roman need their entrances, and Cody needs his, and Trick Williams needed his CVS receipt long coattail.
Right.
You put I'll use last year's WrestleMania or this year's WrestleMania as the example. You put that on a 2-night show, and even if you cut 80% of the commercials out, that show is still 7.5 hours.
Right.
I love professional wrestling. I have 3 kids. I can't do 7.5 hours. I'm going to go to the movie theater and watch WrestleMania and tell my wife, I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
My wife, she'll hit me with the whole cold Steve real quick. So I'll take 2 hours where I can say, okay, I'll spend the day with the family and then lock in for this 3-hour window.
Mm-hmm.
I'll lock in for this 3-hour window. My issue is, if you want to give me a 5-hour pay-per-view, fine. I get it. But if you're going to give me a 5-hour pay-per-view, you got to give me more wrestling than what it feels like I would get, especially from a WWE show right now.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, look, WrestleMania, I actually, and I'm shocked that I got here because the idea of it, I get WrestleMania 36 doesn't fucking matter because we're all stuck in the house anyway.
Yep.
And then coming out of it, I remember like 37. I was like, why is this 2 nights? Oh yeah,
One giant fan.
Like, oh, it's 37 was
what I'm saying
capacity. So it's like, okay, cool. You can't fill a whole stadium yet. You can fill a half stadium, so let's do it 2 nights. And like at that point,
pictures I have from a WrestleMania still the cardboard cutouts.
And it's like, okay, so they're just going to do this every year now. Like the toothpaste is out of the tube, the road, So it's like, all right, fine. Well, like if you're going to do it, like do it for WrestleMania. And then they're like, oh, we're doing it for SummerSlam. And I'm like, fucking why?
If there was a show that realistically I'd be okay with them doing a second night for, it would have been Royal Rumble.
See, Tim said that, and I disagree. I
would have been okay with it over SummerSlam, is what I'm saying.
I guess because you have the 2 Rumble matches, whatever.
And that's the only reason why.
Yeah, I get the logic.
But I would rather have it over SummerSlam. But I'd rather not have a second 2-night show. That's my bow on that.
Fair. It just feels like with SummerSlam, it's like if the NFL was like, hey, like, we have the Super Bowl, but like we're gonna have like week 2 of Sunday Night Football, but we're gonna do like 18 hours of pregame shows, and we're gonna do 6 national anthems, and we're gonna do a halftime show with all the lights and the jazz and whatever.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
It's what it truly feels like. That's what you're describing.
Yeah, you're right. Or what Christmas Day has kind of become. They do the game on Christmas, but
SummerSlam feels more like it should be like the NBA Cup.
Yeah, but here's the thing too: is like like when you watch the Thanksgiving NFL games, you're not thinking you're watching the Super Bowl.
No,
like WWE is like I feel like they're trying to create the WrestleMania of the summer. But the thing
100%.
is, if you're replicating WrestleMania, then SummerSlam's not as special because it's a cheap WrestleMania knockoff, and then WrestleMania is not as special because you have now tried to duplicate it in the summer.
Oh, I agree with you wholeheartedly. That's why.
Like, here's the thing: WrestleMania 2 nights, SummerSlam should be like 5 hours on a Saturday. The Rumble should be whatever the Rumble's going to be, and everything else, Survivor Series included, because you're the redheaded stepchild of the original 4.
You always will be.
Like, the rest of those shows should be like 3-hour max.
If you give me 2-night Mania, 5-hour SummerSlam, 4 to 5 hour Rumble, depending on whatever, because you have 2 1-hour matches for sure. And if you want to give me like a 3-hour, 4-hour Money in the Bank because you got 2 ladder matches in that show, cool.
Sure.
You've now anchored your 4.
Yeah.
You want to give SummerSlam 3.5 hours because it's got 2 WG matches in it? Fine, I get it. To be honest with you, give me those 5 shows and 5 or 6 Saturday night's main events that make those feel important. I'm in. Because you know what that means? The episode of Raw from Los Angeles is now important. The episode of Friday Night SmackDown from Tacoma, Washington, that now has a world title match on it, because you want to know why? Our next pay-per-view isn't until WrestleMania. Now those fans in Tacoma are going to get a world title match that they would never have gotten. You want to know why? Because in that case, Backlash is the next week.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here, but like there are ways that we can clean this up that wrestling fans can go back to enjoying professional wrestling and not have to make it feel like it is a fucking job.
Correct.
Because that's the reason why we're losing fans. I'm not going to lie to you. I know you haven't watched a lot of wrestling, Jim. I know Joe hasn't. I'm not watching a lot of wrestling because I primarily work those days. And what am I going to do? I'm not going to come home at 4:00 in the morning on a Monday night, wake up, take my kid to school, and then watch a 3-hour Raw with 17 minutes of wrestling on it.
I will have you know that I am 1 match away from finishing Clash in Italy. I have now watched 75 matches this year.
That's 74 more than I thought you were at.
Yep.
Nice.
But again, what?
And the El Grande Americano mask versus mask is the best one.
Hands down.
So good.
Pumpkin Roman is number 2. I said what I said.
Sure.
Also,
and and to talk about the guys on 3CT, Smokey, I know he's not watching a lot of wrestling. I know he normally doesn't watch a lot of wrestling during the summer because he's vacation and beach and all that. But like, you don't mean to tell me that he's at the beach on a Monday night, and if like he's sitting in his, house or whatever, or hotel room, and let's see what's on Netflix. Oh, look, Raw's on. Let me turn it on. Maybe, but I'm gonna get 67 hours of commercials.
right.
And I'm going to get 5 throwaway matches that nobody cares about.
Right.
No, I think I'd rather go walk the boardwalk. I think I'd rather go get ice cream. I think I'd rather do anything else.
Right.
Because you're not drawing me in to this episode of Monday Night Raw.
Can I ask a real question?
Sure.
Is this why other sports don't sport during the summer?
Not necessarily. I think everybody has their seasons. I mean, the
But is this
NHL.
Part of the
why?
reason why there's breaks.
I mean, the
But, like,
NHL.
because-
The NHL is a cold-based game. They're always going to play in the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but then they also play in Florida. But like,
They're always in a dome.
I mean, the only sport that happens during the summer, at least here in America, is baseball. So
No,
it
there's
seems
soccer.
like
There's
a
MLS.
pointed. Yeah, it seems like a pointed decision by like sports to be like, summertime is for other things. Like let's leave that one alone.
I don't know if it's a thing or if it's more a certain sporting entities have found, especially when they were trying to grow, that certain times worked better for them financially than others.
Right.
I mean, the NBA has always been a fall league. The NHL has always been a fall/winter league. The NFL has always been a fall/winter league since I've been alive. Nobody's really been like, you know what, fuck it, let's move to summer, or hey, let's tweak our schedule. Like MLB is the only one that's been the summer, and I think that's also because they do exactly what we're talking about, which is run a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
There's 162 games in 190 days. I mean, It's always on. It's always something for someone to watch if they want to watch it. Like they've experimented with football of sorts during the summer. Looking at you, UFL. Looking at you, Canadian Football League. Like the CFL is huge in Canada.
Right.
They play it in the summer. Like I mean, I've watched it before. I've enjoyed the CFL. They're just never going to go up against the NFL because they know they're going to lose.
Are they happening like right now?
They either have just wrapped up or they're close to wrapping up, I think. Let me look real quick while we're transitioning over to our talk about the okay, so they're in week 7 of the CFL right now. Let's see. They play the Grey Cup, which is their Super Bowl this year, is November 15th. So they play into the NFL season. They wrap up right before Thanksgiving. Their regular season runs through October 24th. So they play a bulk of their season before the NFL kicks off, and then there's like a 7 or 8 week overlap.
Correct. Yeah.
Because they play Jesus. There's 21 weeks of the CFL season before they get to the playoffs.
Yeesh.
Now, I don't know if every team plays 21 games because I think there's an odd amount of teams. So I think there's always somebody on bye. Yeah, there's 9 teams. So someone's always on bye. Yeah, they're 7 games into 8 games. Winnipeg's 8 games into their season, but yeah, most are 6 or 7, depending on their bye weeks. Again, I don't necessarily like SummerSlam was never this draw up until about 8-9 years ago.
Yeah.
They always were like, oh, we're going to have SummerSlam. It's going to be a great show. You know where it's going to be? The Nassau Coliseum.
Right.
We never tried to have it at MetLife Stadium. We never tried to have it at Lehman Field or Minneapolis at US Bank Arena. Like in the past, that'd be at the Palace at Auburn Hills.
Right.
I feel like we had this conversation years ago.
Probably.
Where we talked about how if 2-night WrestleMania in football stadiums became as big financially as it has, that it probably wasn't going to be long before they explored, can we do this again during the year? And I think even then we had said, and I'm not even just us, like I'm sure this was a conversation that happened in many a circle, many a podcast, many a Reddit post, you know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it happened on this show with Ernest.
Yeah, like it's very possible. And I think SummerSlam was the one that we looked at all, and right away we're just like, if they're going to try one, it's going to be that one. It's going to be because it's the summertime and it's, it's an easy one to turn into the quote unquote like WrestleMania of the summer, like you said,
And it's also easy to get NFL stadiums in the summer.
Yeah. Like, and the thing is, like, I feel like the business model of WWE over the last few years, especially under the TKO era, has basically been, how can we turn this show into the WrestleMania of blank? SummerSlam, the WrestleMania of the summer. Every time they go to Saudi, it's the WrestleMania of Saudi. And every time they leave the country, it's basically, well, this is the WrestleMania of this foreign place that we're in. This is your chance to see it, and this is when it's a big deal. Like they've tried to do that more and more over the last couple of years. I remember when one of the reasons why WrestleMania felt special is because it was in a big stadium. I hardly remember the last time there was a PLE that wasn't in a big stadium.
Yeah.
Backlash.
Everything's WrestleMania now.
Everything's WrestleMania now. And the thing is, like, yeah, like How do you make something not special anymore? You make it the standard. That's unfortunately exactly what happens. Is there a way to now make WrestleMania even a higher standard? I don't know. To be
No,
honest,
I think your talk is you pick 2 or 3 shows to be on that level, and then you make everything else smaller.
but I think
You
the problem is they
reduce.
don't want to make everything else smaller. They want everything to be WrestleMania.
And before you joined the show, we talked about how you can go on Ticketmaster right now and buy a ticket in the 200 level for $75. That's through Ticketmaster, not a resale, not anything else. This is their box office price. You want to know why? Because they've made everything too fucking big. We've talked about the crash out's going to come. Here it is. Here's the crash out. When they got
Didn't the same thing happen with WrestleMania this year? Weren't there like buy one get one free tickets
Yeah,
as like in the
but
last
they
2 weeks
yes, but they
with
sold
code
those.
John Cena?
But you're not selling those right now. You want to know why? Because you're not at a destination. I loved the city of Minneapolis when I went there in 07. It's not a destination for a summer vacation for a wrestling show. It ain't. You got to be a wrestling fan that's going to that show to be in Minneapolis. I can't walk into my room right now and tell my wife, "Hey, honey, we're going to go to Minneapolis." You know what she's going to tell me? Fuck off.
Yeah.
It isn't a destination. I hate to say it like that because I do love the city of Minneapolis. I think it's a great place. It's not that. Vegas is a destination. You can go to the show. Your wife can go to the spa. You guys can meet for dinner at 4 o'clock when the show's over.
Yeah.
They should have done SummerSlam this year in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. We love
That's a destination.
Puerto Rico. Yeah, you could have put it in a random Henry Irabam stadium or whatever. I don't know. Whatever the baseball stadium is there. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But yeah. So I think if you WrestleMania, if you got to do the Summerfest as a 2 night, cool. But let's start bringing this shit back in. Let's keep this thing tight because we're getting real expanded for no reason. And I think it's becoming a detriment.
And real quick, so we can move on. But there's just too many shows too. Like what we did the math on 3CT tonight between just WWE PLEs and Saturday night's main event. There's already been 10 nights of special events, and we're at the end of July. By the end of the year, there's going to be like 16 or 17.
I'll say you still have
just in the WWE.
2 nights
of NXT.
Yeah, 2 nights of the Summerfest.
2 Saturday nights main events.
1 night of Survivor Series. Money in the Bank is 6.
Yep.
There will be
still rumors of a possible other Saudi show or something possibly in like September or October.
Yeah,
like
you're looking at another 8.
You're staring down the barrel of 16, 17 major live events in a 12-month year.
Honestly, and then we can move on from this. I'll last point it. You can compare WWE to Marvel Studios, like the film entity, because they had kind of that same like uprising. You know, they had that same like, we had these first movies and they were big hits, and then we had the Avengers, and then for a while it was okay. Can we make everything as big as the Avengers? You know, can every movie be to that level of excitement? And for a while, yeah, they hit it out the park. And then they got too greedy with it. Then they got too, like, if Guardians of the Galaxy can be a hit, then surely the Eternals could be a hit. Surely everyone will go see I don't even remember half the movies at this point. What was the one with the guy with the 10 rings? Shang-Chi. Thank you, John. Hey, leave it to an agent. So I think you see what I'm saying? Where like all of a sudden Marvel got to a point where it was like they were too dependent on everything was going to be a success because everything already was a success. And then it was like, here's now 18 TV shows you have to follow, and here's 10 movies about characters that you don't care about that you have to follow. And if you miss out on any of these, you're going to be screwed, or you're not going to understand what's happening. And then they realized, oh, wait, at a certain point, people just don't care anymore.
First off, welcome to the Disney Plus era where we just produce things to put on Disney Plus.
Yeah, which is a mistake.
But here's the other thing. And this I think ties back to what I was saying with the shrink and restart. Your end game for the MCU was Endgame. You were going into a whole new storyline. You should have slow burned those and built those through smaller platforms. You know, put Shang-Chi on Disney Plus as an exclusive. You don't have to put it in the movie theater. Do a smaller budget, do a smaller whatever. Like, you don't have to do that. WWE doesn't have to put their pay-per-views in these big arenas every time they do them. Look, you're restarting a whole new story now. You know, that's
WWE's endgame was WrestleMania 40, and they haven't recovered since then.
Yeah.
WrestleMania had a very good run from WrestleMania 38 to WrestleMania 40. And WrestleMania 40 was supposed to be the start of the next run, and it hasn't gotten out of first gear.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Welcome to the new generation.
Yep.
Punt it and fix it. How do you do it? Bring everything in, refine it, fucking smaller, more compact, get people in and out. Welcome to In Your House Backlash. Here's a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
All right, Jim. The Summerfest.
Summerfest this weekend, August 1st and 2nd in Minneapolis. Beautiful Minneapolis. We'll start on Saturday. It is August the 1st. 6 matches each night. We will start 6-woman tag match. Speaking of matches you can tighten up and not put on pay-per-view, the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie, along with their tag team partner Paige, taking on Fatal Influence, JC Jane, Laney Reed, Fallon Henley. Mike.
Welcome to the state-mandated third women's match on a 12-match show. I'll take Team 2010 to win because they just lost the tag titles to Fatal Influence, and we have to keep that relevant.
Oh, gotcha. Joe.
Yeah, let's go Team Bella.
I'll be different. I'll go Fatal Influence. Good to see Nikki back and healthy, though. I'll give her that.
Fallon comes first.
Oh, well. 6-man tag match. LaKnight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys taking on the Bloodline of Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. Mike.
Part of me feels like Solo turns and rejoins the Bloodline here. That being said, I don't think he's the one that turns. I think I just think they lose. Give me the Usos and Jacob.
All right, Joe.
I don't understand this match.
3 guys that hate the Bloodline versus the rekindled Bloodline.
Give me the Bloodline.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be the Bloodline for the Queen.
Can we just fucking get LA Knight into a fucking title picture somewhere, please? For the love of God.
Yeah. Dummy.
Yeah, okay. Now we get the matches that I'm actually interested in. Big Gunther versus Nick Aldis.
My tagline says it well enough. Nick Aldis is a national treasure. Gunther, you're getting in there as the guy who ended a bunch of careers, but you're not ending this one. Watch the Chris Van Vliet interview. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes. It's one of the better CVV interviews I've ever watched. The guy deserves every fucking thing that's going to happen on Saturday. The crowd's going to eat this up. The crowd is going to love him. I know it's probably not going to happen, but you're goddamn right. I'm taking Nick Aldis.
Joseph.
Yeah, this is going to be the best NWA match of the last 25 years.
I mean, I shared a stat on 3CT. Nick Aldis held the title for 1,043 days. The NWA 10 pounds of gold. Saturday, it'll be 1,039 days since his last wrestling match.
Insane.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Insane.
I want it to happen, so give me Nick Aldis.
Yeah, I don't say this. I say this bravely in this home, but give me Nick Aldis, man. You almost feel like he has to. The way they're building up to this. Yeah. All right. Singles match, women's world title. Liv Morgan defending against Io Sky.
You just put the Intercontinental title on Raquel. There's got to be somebody in Judgment Day that feels like the odd person out. And that's going to be Roxanne. Liv retains.
Okay. I like that. Joe.
I mean, like high key, it would be crazy if Liv lost the title and what I'm pretty sure is what her first defense
Correct.
of the belt to someone that she just lost to like a month ago.
Correct.
Like that would be wild. Like Liv has to win, right? They put her in a situation where she has to win.
Correct. You're not wrong, Joe.
I logic the shit out of that one.
And she's just gonna be trouble. Not the EC3 theme, but the trouble theme that she sings. Jim, your selection on Liv and Io?
Yeah, I think Liv retains. You could go either way here, but I especially like that note about the Judgment Day and the jealousy there. Next one, we have the rubber match. Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell.
Big meaty men slapping meat. That's what this match is. And then we put it slapping meat. And then we put it in a cell on top of it. You a big motherfucker. You a big motherfucker. I think this is it for Brock. I don't think there's a big send-off. I don't think there's a big retirement tour. He feels like he's the anti-retirement tour kind of guy. Give me the ruler. Give me the guy who's going to take this and run with it. Give me Obafemi.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Right. Like, there was one of two things with this feud. Ends with Brock retiring at WrestleMania. Or he comes back, beats Oba, and you get the rubber match to put Oba over ultimately.
Correct.
Similarly to WrestleMania, you have the possibility, especially depending where you put it. We don't know the match order yet. We haven't heard an announcement if they're putting any on ESPN. But if you open the show with this, again, you have the potential to ruin not your night, but the weekend.
I don't think you can open this. I don't think you can open with this.
You don't think?
This match needs to have blood. This match needs to have fucking carnage. This match needs to have. This needs to be. You need to start.
Right?
You need to start with Gunther and Nick Aldis. You need to go to the women's title match. You need to put You need to put the Hell in the Cell as the first match behind the paywall. Give me the 2 6-man tags, and then give me Cody versus whatever at the end.
Regardless of where they put it, this can ruin the entire weekend.
If they go the wrong way, it does ruin the entire weekend.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what Cody and Punk do. It don't matter what they do on Sunday. This weekend is shot. If Brock Lesnar wins, it has to be Obafemi.
Oba and Brock could have a 77,000 star match in the Tokyo Dome,
and it won't matter.
If Brock Lesnar's music hits because he wins that match, it's a negative million.
Yep. You have a chance to ruin the whole thing. All right, singles match for the undisputed title. CM Punk defending against Cody Rhodes.
I'll let you two go first because I have my theory that I want to drop here that I teased over on the 3CT show.
All right, Joseph.
I don't know. I don't think Punk's losing, so I think Punk's gonna win.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get a Punk win. And I feel like there is potential for a Cody snap and turn. Like in the post match. Like he like everything is built up. He sees himself winning this. He can't do it. And he just snaps. I think there's that potential there. But the floor is yours.
Michael,
Evolution was a mystery. Cody Rhodes is going to walk out of Summerfest as the champion.
Okay.
Who's CM Punk's archenemy?
The Rock.
Drew.
Oh, yes. Gotcha.
Who's Cody Rhodes' mentor?
The Rock.
Randall. Evolution 2.0. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, All Ego Ethan Page.
Oh, shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heel Cody Rhodes. Because you want to know what's next for Cody, and this is the spoiler for night 2. His first challenger is going to be a certain guy by the name of Finn Balor. What do those two gentlemen have in common? They were both leaders of the Bullet Club. Bang, bang, bitches.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes turns heel. The nightmare becomes reality. And Evolution 2.0 is born.
I like this.
And if you don't want to put Drew in it, you don't have to. But a Randy Cody with 2 younger stars, Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, heel Carmelo Hayes, to play the roles of young Randy and young Batista.
Mm-hmm.
Cody plays the role of Triple H. Randy Orton plays the role of Ric Flair.
I like that.
And if the Vision wasn't a thing, the Batista role would have been Braun Breaker.
Sure. Yeah.
But here we are.
Here we are.
Heel
like
Cody. Dark hair coming out on next Friday.
I like that. I like that. I'm going to be a little bummed if that doesn't happen.
Dark hair Cody's starting to come out a little bit more.
It is
It ain't as blonde.
It is a little bit. All right, let's look at SummerSlam Sunday. 6 matches. We will start. Trick Williams defending against Baron Corbin.
Give me Bishop Dyer.
Joe.
Wait, which one?
Trick defending against Baron Corbin for the U.S. title.
Oh, Trick. Whoop that, comma.
Comma.
Well, yeah, it's his first name. I love Baron. I unapologetically love Baron Corbin.
The newest. Yeah, you put him in Evolution 2.0.
Give me a Baron Corbin U.S. title win. Singles match to determine the number 1 contender for the undisputed title: Sami Zayn, Finn Balor.
I already spoiler alerted that one. Give me Finn Balor.
Yeah, we got Finn from you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this not only does it give Cody his first challenger or Punk, for as I predicted, but this continues the Sammy underdog story that I think we're going to see more of going into the Rumble, heading towards Saudi Mania. The human money's on a pole match. The winner will keep the $100,000 US Danhausen stole from the Judgment Day. It is
First off, he didn't steal the money.
I'm just writing as it's written.
It's bullshit, and I'm not going to stand for it.
Wikipedia. I'm reading it as it's written on Wikipedia. Do not curse me. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio.
Match of the year.
The weekend.
Danhausen.
Joe.
Fuck.
Yeah, human money's on a pole. It's the cousin of Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
I thought we decided not to do a WCW WWF split.
Well,
then Danhausen came back and was talking about Cold Steve.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think Dom's gonna win. I have no good reason.
You're just trying to get cursed. Besmirching the good name of undefeated Danhausen.
Yeah, it's Danhausen. It's got to be.
What if he has the next WrestleMania streak?
I'm in.
Sign me up.
I'm all in.
By the way, like, and this is not. I do not want to start an AEW WWE debate or AEW. Run AEW down. Let's keep in mind that AEW didn't even make a Danhausen mask. There's a Danhausen ice cream bus.
Yep.
Driving around Minnesota this weekend.
There was a Mattel panel that Danhausen got 3 different action figures announced.
Yeah. Like, you can, I don't care what you say about Danhausen, the wrestler, but my God, he is made for the WWE machine, the merchandise machine.
A bajillion %.
I have a coworker of mine who messaged me this week and said, "You know who my favorite wrestler is? This is a guy that doesn't watch wrestling. He's watched the first 2 seasons of Unreal, but he doesn't watch wrestling."
Okay.
I said, "Who?" He goes, "Danhausen." Like, it's just perfect. Okay. 5-way ladder match for the interim WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green, Charlotte Flair, and then the winner of Julia versus Legend, which I guess is happening on SmackDown tomorrow. Michael.
First off, fuck the interim title.
Hate it.
Strip her of the belt. Do what you've always done for over 50 years. Oh God. Somebody made the comment about Naomi. I think it was Tim. I think that makes a lot of sense. Then I thought 2-title Tiffy was cool. Then I said, okay, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley is always a banger. We can go back to that well. And then I said, I don't care who wins the other qualifier because I don't think either one of them is really worth it. And then I said, you know what? Rhea and Jade already had their thing. Let's keep them away from each other. So the only appropriate answer here, and I pledge my allegiance to America's favorite, give me Chelsea Green.
I love it. Joe.
Give me Charlotte Flair, not because she looks like a horse. I'm not saying that.
I think you're saying that.
But, like,
and I don't think that you can say that.
What?
I don't think you can say that.
Andrade El Equitas?
Oh my God.
I believe the word you're looking for is equestrian.
That guy.
Jesus Christ. The views and opinions of Joe are those of Joe alone, not
Joe,
Mike, or the thing.
Yeah, Joe alone.
Everyone with eyes.
So you're picking your pick is Charlotte?
Wait, I can do it. Hold on. Nope, my lips are really dry. Why can't I do it?
You probably smoked too much.
There we go.
What's he doing?
I think he's
like
trying
a horse.
to. I think he's trying. We can't hear you when you do it because you back away from the phone.
Oh, damn!
But I think he's trying to make a Mr. Ed joke. I think he's trying to make a Mr. Ed joke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have any coconuts?
No, you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to do the opening to the show.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
You know what? I'll pay my respects to Tim and his prediction that Naomi will come out, attack Jade Cargill, take her spot in the match, and win the title.
Jade Cargill.
Intercontinental title match. Penta defending against Chad Gable.
Oh, I love that they're on this show.
Ready, willing, and Gable.
Thank you.
Joe.
Yeah, honestly, it'd make a lot of sense at this point. I feel like Chad gets that win.
El Grande, Minnesota.
Yeah,
no chat about it.
One hometown kid's gonna lose this weekend. Another's gonna win.
Thank you.
Go get him, Chad. And then last one, closing out the show, Roman Reigns defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Seth Rollins.
I wish there was a way that I could bring myself to saying Seth Rollins was walking out of Minnesota with the title. Even I can't do it.
Yeah.
Do you think this is really the last time they ever wrestle each other?
I mean, it's possible.
You want to be honest with you? I think we live in a world where Roman Reigns doesn't work even part-time schedule after Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I mean, it could really
He
be.
becomes the Undertaker. We'll see him twice a year.
Right, you see him from like Rumble till Mania, and that's it.
Maybe maybe Backlash. Maybe you give him the show after if he's.
If this is potentially the last time they ever wrestle each other, then I think Roman wins.
Well, I think to finish that chapter, like Seth has always had the upper hand on Roman. Roman's never beat him.
Yeah.
Right. That's why Roman's got to win.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would tell myself in a world, I'd love to see that Rollins be able to continue to hang that over Roman's head, but like,
if we're at the end,
it's going to happen because I don't know that Roman has a full schedule after Saudi Arabia. So, yeah. and when he leaves, who's he coming back for? Obafemi's, the Trick Williams if he's in a big spot, et cetera, et cetera. He ain't coming back to do the same song and dance with the Seth Rollins who he's wrestled 35 times. Also, to be fair, how much longer do we have Seth? I love him to death. The guy has been hurt, and more hurt.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. His body's breaking down faster than it should be.
Correct.
I hope the match is great. I mean, in a perfect world, these guys wrestle one final time. Aside from this, it'll never happen, but in a perfect world, there's a triple threat match with a certain someone that would inevitably happen one day before they all retire.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is it, yeah, Roman wins.
Yeah, Joe?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'd love for Seth, but I just, and also here's the deal: if when Oba wins, like you begin,
they are on a collision course.
They're on a collision course for Saudi Arabia. Like you got to go back to that clip after WrestleMania this year. You know the OTC will get some start it up.
He can come get it.
Yeah, exactly. Start.
Hey, that was the main event, right?
Yep,
was.
All right, I'm gonna peace out, Brussels sprout.
Bye, Joe.
But catch you guys this weekend for WrestleMania August.
Pew, pew, pew. Go get him.
Night 4.
More pyro. All right, so that's the Summerfest preview.
Tis.
The more I think about this show, there's some stuff that I really don't want to miss, and there's some shit that I'm like, I'm really glad I have to work this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, so there's probably a better chance of me seeing Sunday,
mm-hmm.
because Saturday we're planning a Hershey Park day. So usually when we do Hershey Park days, we're there until after dinner. So that's probably the reality there. So I'll probably listen to it some on the way home. So I'll probably catch the main event.
The start of Evolution 2.0.
Right. Sunday I work till 4. We talked about going to Hershey Park. They're calling a chance of rain here Sunday afternoon and evening. So if it's going to rain, probably not going to go to Hershey Park.
Yeah.
So there's a better chance of me seeing Sunday at least live while it happens. But yeah, I mean,
I can tell you I will watch Sunday afternoon before I go to work on my favorite website of choice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday I'll watch at some point Monday before I go to work Monday night, because I won't be able to watch it live because I'll be at work both those days.
Gotcha.
I did not take off for the Summerfest this year because we took off last weekend for Disney and
sure
trying to save my PTO days for December.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
obviously.
yeah, we'll pass on the Summerfest this year.
Yeah.
All right, MVPs of the week, then we can get the hell out of here.
Let's do it.
The nominees: new All Elite Wrestling TBS champion Maya World,
Okay.
new AEW National Champion Andrade El Idolo. He also retained the title that he defended it on Wednesday night. New AEW Women's Champion Willow Nightingale, new WWE Intercontinental Women's Champion Raquel Rodriguez, and the new 6-man tag champs. I can't believe I even wrote this fucking down. God, I hate this fucking guy. Give me the demand. Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leo. He's still a dick. Yep.
I think it's Andrade. I think it was it was probably the match of the weekend for me that I saw. Yeah, I think that's the winner there.
All right, Jim will take Andrade. I will go different for the first time this week. I'm going to go with the new AEW Women's Champion. Give me Willow Nightingale.
I can't go wrong there either.
No. Joe Movie Podcast, all one word. I don't know the last one they did.
Yeah, I don't know. Big Jim Sports on Twitter and Blue Sky. Hit my link tree there. No new content from Huddle Up Podcast, but we have our launch date. Season 11 officially begins Wednesday, August the 26th. That'll be our college football preview show with me and Mikey. We'll see if anybody can stop by that night. Otherwise, but it's pretty much going to be a 2-man crew over there for the majority of the season. So looking forward to that. But follow along because there will be some content in the weeks prior so we can break some of the rust off of this bitch because it has been since February since we did a Huddle Up Podcast proper. So head over there and give that a subscribe. 3CT was just me, Tim, and Matt this week as Ryan was still on PTO and Mark was on assignment. No clue where because he didn't tell us where he was going. So it's just a 3-man crew, but we talked about some wrestling news pieces as well as are there too many pay-per-views? Seems to be a theme around the podcast discussion this week. Of course, preview SummerSlam. We have some exciting stuff coming up on the Tuesday show this week. A tale of my journey or my adventures with Mark last Sunday. And then we're going over some Disney trivia, and we have a new game for you on Tuesday. So a lot of fun stuff on the Tuesday show this upcoming week.
You can follow the show at Take the Number 3 Wrestling. You can follow me at They Call Me Burn. Like Jim said, give us a follow over there on the Huddle Up feed. We're getting ready to launch off into season number 11. Happy to be back as a full-time Live Baby Live member. I had to take last season off due to some work complications and things along those lines. So I'm happy to be back doing that with my boy. We appreciate you guys listening to us talk about the Summerfest and previewing that stuff. We will be back next week where we will recap the fallout from the Summerfest. Until then, for Joe, for Jim, I am Mike. We will see you next week right here on the Take 3 Wrestling Podcast.